Hello and welcome to SciJoy. Today I want to talk to you about the Circuit Playground Express board. I think it's great for anyone that wants to start a project pretty quickly, whether you're a newbie or somebody that's already created a bunch of things. And there are three big things that I like about it. One, it's chock full of sensors. I love sensors. Two, you can program it a bunch of different ways. So if you're a newbie, you can start out with MakeCode, which is really simple to use. It's drag and drop and it's really integrated well with the board. And this is based in JavaScript. If you like Python, you can use CircuitPython, or if you like Arduino and C-based stuff, there's an Arduino interface that you can use for that too. And the last reason is it's expandable. So there's a lot of sensors already on there, but if I wanted to add more things like servos, I can do that too. Let's start with my favorite thing first, which is sensors. There's a light sensor, temperature, accelerometer, an X, Y, and Z axis, an IR transmitter and receiver, and a microphone. And there are two physical push buttons and a slider button. And we have 7 capacitive touch buttons on our different pins. As for outputs, we have a speaker and 10 programmable neopixels. There's a lot of things put in there at once. I think their MakeCode interface is really well integrated with their board, and there are 4 different things I saw that you could do with sensors. You can trigger events, you can set thresholds, you can read variables, or read Boolean values. So for the events, the best one I think is the accelerometer. You can pick that and you can pick whether it shakes, whether it tilts, whether it's rotating, if it flips over, if it's in free fall. There are all these different things that can trigger an event. And when an event is triggered, then it's going to go through a checklist of steps below whatever you're deciding to do. But if you're trying to program that and you're a newbie and you have to figure out what does it look like when it's shaking or it's flipped over. And right here, it's just a drop-down menu for you to check off and pick from. And the next thing are thresholds. So if you're looking at what is a loud sound, you can set what you think that is. So you can put a numerical value for that. And variables are just reading in data from your sensors, whether it's what light it is or how much acceleration you have in either the X, Y, or Z direction. Or if you say what's the acceleration strength, it takes all of them together and puts them in a vector. So those are reading your analog values. And the comparator are usually your digital values, so you can pick either a button or the slider or any of the capacitive touch sensors, and it will read those values in for you. So I thought that was really well integrated into their MakeCode system, and if you want to learn more about that, let me know in the comments, and I can do a whole video on the MakeCode and everything in there. And we can lastly go over, if you're going to go up a level from MakeCode and the onboard sensors, you can expand it out by using all their different pins. So they have power in is either through USB or for battery. Power out, you can have a 3.3 volt power out or a 5 volt power out. But that one is not current limited, but there is a 1 amp fuse. You can expand its capabilities by using pins A0 through A7. A0 has a true analog input, and be careful when using that with your speaker. A1 through 7 has a few things in common. They're all GPIOs, they have analog input, and they're capacitive touch. A1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 also have PWM output, and you can use that for any motors that you need. But 6 and 7 also have capabilities to do serial communication. And then A4 and 5 doesn't have PWM output, but it does have additional communication protocols. You can use SDA and SCL for those. I hope that overview was helpful for you. Adafruit sent us this box. They did not sponsor this video, but they asked us to do some projects. So there are 2 that we're working on. One is a sunflower that's looking for the brightest spot using a servo and the light sensor, and the other is a boxing counter. And we'll link those projects when they're done. If you're working on anything, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for learning with me today, and I will see you next time.